When it comes to inspirational people, history has a plethora of extraordinary names to offer. From the worlds of science, religion, philosophy and politics, narrowing them down to 10 is no mean feat. We've delved into the history books and done our best. Here, in our humble opinion, are the most inspirational people of all time. Sir Isaac Newton, a name taught about in every science class the world over. Sir Isaac Newton is undoubtedly one of the most inspirational people to have ever lived. Accomplished in the fields of mathematics, theology, physics and astronomy, his radical thinking resulted in groundbreaking revelations and caused waves among the contemporary science community that would have effects for every generation after. Most famously, his discovery of gravity laid a base for all modern sciences, but he was also the first person to calculate the speed of sound and made great strides in the study of light. Inspirational? We think so. Martin Luther King Jr. Luther, arguably one of the most important names of the 20th century, fundamentally underpinned the mass movement of equal rights and inspired an entire generation to rethink racial equality. Born in Atlanta in 1929 and growing up under strict U.S. segregation laws, he was inspired by Mahatma Gandhi's non-violent activism to lead the civil rights movement, eventually ending institutional segregation across the country and picking up a Nobel Peace Prize and Presidential Medal of Freedom on the way. The third Monday in January is now celebrated as Martin Luther King Jr. Day across the country in memory of his incredible life and works. Need we say more? Charles Darwin, much like Newton, Darwin's radical thinking not only propelled the entire theory of evolution to the forefront of scientific exploration, but he also revealed the marvels and intrigues of the natural world to wider society through his epic and highly dangerous 5-year voyage across the world on HMS Beagle. At a time when religion held a firm grip on societies the world over, Darwin's theory of natural selection as set out in On the Origin of Species was deemed blasphemous and heretical. It took undeniable bravery, courage of his convictions and a great belief in the evidence he had uncovered to stand by a theory which, ultimately, formed the basis for much of modern biology. William Shakespeare, the revered king of literature, Shakespeare's writing grappled with and reflected the very nature of humankind. An actor, playwright and poet, his works changed the way in which people thought about themselves and contemporary society, thus changing the entire English-speaking world forever. And, if you're wondering how relevant the works of nearly 500-year-old author whom many only read during English lessons can be to the modern world, there are hundreds of words and phrases coined by the bards still in everyday parlance. Ever used the sayings, catch a cold, or break the ice? Then you're quoting Shakespeare. We'd say that's quite the legacy. Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart. Although the list of inspirational classical composers is long, Mozart is considered in most circles be considered the greatest. He a prodigy of incredible talent, composing from the age of 5, and, upon his death in 1791, leaving to the world a body of more than 600 works. Many of these still rank among the most popular classical compositions streamed today. He also perfected and developed the classical mode, characterized by clarity, balance and transparency and in direct contradiction to the Baroque style which dominated at the time. His progressive works went on to form the framework for many world-famous successes, including Beethoven and Chopin. Thanks for watching. Like, share, comment and subscribe for more.